Today's lecture is 5-4, Sum and Difference Formulas. Thankfully, they're pretty straightforward. The only hard part is memorizing them. And you may ask whether you will receive a formula sheet on the test or not, and I think you already know the answer to that.
Yes, we're getting that formula sheet.
Okay, sum and difference formulas are simply expressions that help us write these things. So sine x plus y, cosine x plus y, and tangent x plus y. Okay? They apply whenever we have some kind of addition within the argument or the input of the sine, cosine, or tangent function. Okay? Well, get ready. These are the formulas. Sine x plus y is sine of x times cosine of y plus sine of y times cosine of x. Okay, so we have two terms with sine and cosine multiplied. And in the first term, we have sine x and cosine y, but in the second term, the y and the x flip positions. So the y belongs to the sine, and the cosine has the x. Okay, so memorize that. Write it down 10 times or something. Make some flashcards. Cosine x plus y is a little different. Here's the formula for cosine x plus y. Cosine x plus y is equal to cosine x times cosine y, not a plus, but a minus sine x times sine y. Okay, so for cosine, instead of sine times cosine, the cosines are together and the sines are also together. And then you simply need to remember that the cosine comes first, and then it's followed by a minus sign. Minus sine times sine.
What's the proof for this?
I think you can do it either geometrically, or there's a nice proof using complex numbers as well. But that comes later.
What is this number?
It's not easy to prove, so I'm not showing it. Okay, any questions? So don't forget about that minus sign. That's the most important thing. And then the formula for tangent is unfortunately nothing like these formulas. The formula for tangent is tan x plus tan y. Oh, so easy, right? Oh, no. Tan x plus tan y divided by 1 minus tangent x times tangent y. That's something you can derive actually from these formulas by dividing them, right? But I'll leave that as an exercise for the reader. Okay, so the tangent x plus tangent y is in the numerator, and then in the denominator you have a 1 minus tangent x tan y. Don't forget about that minus sign. Any questions?
No, I do not, because we just do it that way.
Very good. Now you understand. You just do it.
Because some guy discovered that you're supposed to do it that way.
That's right.
How did you know that, though?
You just think about it, and you can realize that this is true.
Some guy just figured out that it always works when you do it like that.
We should thank them for their
Who
hard
was it,
work.
though?
I actually don't know. There's no name, so he wasn't a famous person. Okay, let's next do the difference formulas, okay? Thankfully, they're very easy to memorize once you've memorized the addition formulas. So my recommendation is to first have these memorized very well, and then the subtraction formulas will come very naturally. The reason is because, let me explain how you can derive the subtraction formulas based on these, right? Subtraction formulas help us do sine x minus y. So not sine x plus y, but sine x minus y. But you can simply realize that x minus y is simply x plus negative y, right? Yeah? So you can just plug in negative y into your equation here, right? If you plug in negative y and replace the y that we have here with the negative y, then the first equation becomes sine x times cosine of minus y plus sine of minus y times cosine x. Right? That's if we just replace that positive y with a minus y. But then what is cosine minus y?
Wait,
It's
it's
just
cosine
y.
x, cosine negative
It's
y minus
positive y.
sine x, sine negative y.
It's
Cosine x, cosine
y.
negative y minus sine x, sine negative y.
No, I'm asking about cosine negative y.
Yeah,
Cosine negative y is equal to cosine y because cosine is an even function. Right?
Yeah.
So this is simply sine x times cosine of positive y. And then sine of minus y is equal to negative sine of y because sine is an odd function. So this becomes minus sine y cosine x. And that's our subtraction formula for the sine function. Okay? As you can see, in the subtraction formula, the only thing that changes is that that plus sign becomes a minus sign, right? That's the only thing that changes. And so it's really easy to memorize once you've had the addition formula memorized. Any questions?
Any memorization tricks?
No tricks. Good. Okay, let me write it more cleanly. So the subtraction formula for sine x minus y equals sine x cosine y minus sine y cosine x. Okay? Thankfully, it's very straightforward. For cosine and tangent, all you do is flip the sign for each one of these. This becomes a plus, this becomes a minus, and this becomes a plus. Okay? So let me write those out. Cosine of x minus y is cosine x cosine y plus sine x sine y. And then tangent x minus y is tangent x minus tangent y over 1 plus tangent x tangent y. And you're done. You just need to memorize these, and you're all set for today. It just took up too much space. You should know it.
What about like something like cosecant?